Hey guys, this is war number 7. We're going up against an alliance called Slither. Is that it? Slither without the vowels. Taking in my TAC team, the one you guys have been used to. And this time we managed to get to node 3. It joined Alliance War like minutes after it started, I think. Just wanted to get going. I was excited. We got a Black Bolt here again. Interesting place. I mean, we keep seeing Black Bolt here, but that's okay. It's nothing special. I'm gonna try and get out of here, of course, with as much hit points as I can, so the parries are everything. I have noticed myself relying on parry heavy too much, so I am trying to mix it up a little bit in this parry. That was a little sneaky parry. And you can actually see I'm reversing the region a little bit and get a nice special 2 that just crazy yellow bar the whole deal, and we move on to the next node, which is the what is it? This the enhanced special 2 strike back and rolling thunder node. So it's approximate midnight. Enhanced special 2. I can totally see why they're going with that. If you get clipped by that special 2, you are in trouble. That is not going to go well for you. So what we're really planning on doing is just evading that special 1. I don't even want to bait out the special 2, but I will if I have to. It's not something I feel super comfortable with doing on command. It's one of those things where I can do it in a quest pretty much 100% of the time, but it's one of those things where if you're in Alliance War, you're a little nervous, you're a little slow, you're waiting for it. It gets a little weird. So I decide to, because of the strike back, to hold my specials and try and bait out the special 1. Perfect. Could have punished that, but decided not to. I'm still at 97%, guys. I'm doing fine. Throw the heavy to see how much damage it did. Probably could have thrown the special 3. Decided to hit that one more time, and it's pretty much over from here. I'm gonna launch that nasty special 3. It does a lot of damage, and move on to the next node. So actually forgot to get this Sentry's link in there, but this is the Sentry on the enhanced special 1 and cornered node. I'll get that fixed pretty soon here. It's not something I can do while I'm recording, but yeah, it's a Sentry. If you just take a look, it's pretty much a diversity node. Pretty funny that I've seen Ant-Man on this node. Enhanced special 1 cornered. It's a little strange, but I decided to take in Sparky because I think it guaranteed Sentry. Did it guarantee Sentry? Yeah, I think did I scout this one? Oh, you know what? I think it may have been somebody else too, like maybe Yellow Jacket or something. I don't know. I'm getting confused. I'm confusing myself. So it is. I take in Sparky because when there's enhanced specials, especially when it's the enhanced special 1, it is nice to have the auto evade. So if it's like an enhanced special 2, you can get around that by just not pushing them to 2 bars of power. But when it's an enhanced special 1, it's pretty much you have to push them at least some bar power. Sparky auto evades, which almost throws me off big time, but I figure it out and get in there. So all or nothing now. I'm going up against a Blade. Of course, when it is Blade, it's usually a 565. Some crazy champion. That's going to be really tricky. When he has 3 bars of power. Jesus, I'm distracting myself. Sorry. Distracting myself with clicks. But with Vision, it is a joke. It's no issue whatsoever. I can just drain his power. For some reason, the heal block that applies after the power drain is subject to Blade's reduction in debuff duration. So you'll notice that heal block goes away real quick, when I think that's kind of a bug, because Blade's debuff duration depends on how much power he has, and the heal block doesn't apply until after the power is drained. I mean, it specifically says that in the description, that it doesn't apply until after the heal block, because it only applies if you drain their power to 0. So in order to get the heal block, their power must be 0. If Blade's power is 0, he doesn't have any reduced debuff duration. So I think that's a bug, but I mean, it doesn't really affect this fight at all. So I'm sticking to the special 2s just because they are more complete. They get him all the way to 0. Special 1s, of course, work. I'm gonna throw one here. I was considering the intercept, didn't end up going for it, and just basically need to get a few crits. That's all I need to really get this thing down. But come on. One more special 1. Yeah, get him down. 4,300 damage on that special 1. It's very, very nice. This is what I was looking at earlier. I was trying to recenter that. Yeah, I was trying to get that back centered. I'll have to fix that for real after I finish recording the war. But it's the dismay, stun, immunity, immune to debuffs, stupefy node, and of course a lot of people place Quake here. It's decent placement, right? But as you saw last war, I think it was last war. Yes, it was. Pretty solid versus this Quake here. I mean, I'm not even trying the intercepts that I know I can do with Sparky. I'm even being more cautious than that, and it's paying off. I'm getting out of these fights pretty... I got out of the last one, like, with no issues. And that light intercept against the wall really works well for me. I could have intercepted her here right after when she went in the second time. I was feeling it, but I didn't end up going for it. I'm just sticking to my guns. I'm gonna do the light intercept against the wall. For some reason, her aftershock didn't apply to me, but that's fine. I'm not planning on risking that 10%. I'll take the little bit of damage, throw the special 1, which she can't punish. That's another great thing about Sparky. I think that's undervalued in other champions, is that his specials can't be retaliated. So even if you miss, yeah, it's that you can't retaliate. So anyway, the next one is another what is it? Error with the graphics there. Gotta do some QC before I start off making the war videos. It's a Mephisto. I decided to take Captain in. Asked the battle group chat just in case I was making a big mistake, but yeah, they said Captain. So Petrify is gonna help me here with the vigor. I definitely don't want to take any incineration damage if I can help it, so I'm keeping him at a distance. He does have very lots of incinerates, auras of incineration apply this war. So look at that. It's like, again, somehow I didn't take damage there. I was contacting him for at least a full tick, maybe 2 ticks, but I don't know what happened. So I get the parry there on the special 1, which is always good. I throw another heavy. That one did some damage. I'm now feeling very confident. I don't feel like I'm gonna mess this fight up at all. And I'm just basically playing out the motions. There's no limber. I shouldn't be scared of anything on this node. His regen gets stopped pretty much entirely. I throw a special 1, take a few ticks of the burn damage, but I knew that special 1 was going to get the bleeds on him, and I'd probably end up getting the kill, which I did. So that was good. I'm going into this last node, node 36. This is stun immunity, rolling thunder. I haven't had any issues on here. Most people, I've been seeing void. Look at that. I've seen void 6 times on this node. 2 of the last 4 times I've faced this node has been void. So it is kind of nice to see a little bit of diversity here. Bishop is, you know, I don't know. I mean, yes, Bishop would work if you were bringing Iceman. I'm not sure Bishop is good placement here. He's actually, I think, a little better on the other node, the one across the way. But the one that is involved with what is it? The brute force node. So, but I think Vision just tears him up, and it's showing. I'm even so confident because he's not getting any prowess charges that I'm intercepting him, and yeah, it's going way faster than some of my Void fights. I'd be okay intercepting Void. It's just if you lose your combo versus Void, it's such a big deal, and so I just tend not to. I tend to eat the block damage when I could probably intercept, but I don't. Excuse me. So Green Goblin is this other mini boss, the second mini boss. I'm loving taking 2 mini bosses. I hope I get to take both mini bosses the whole season. Unless there's somebody crazy on this node, I probably will get to, because Sparky's very, very, very good for this node. It's kinetic reactor, so it involves not getting hit, and Sparky is very good at that. He's very good at avoiding even blocked hits. So we go in, and what is it? Okay, so I'm gonna build up poise. 6-star green goblin. No super bomb, right? But I do have to watch out for pretty nasty special 2. So if I'm going to evade a special 2, I have to be very focused. I get to 10 poise charges, no problem. Now it's time to parry. But wait till after the plagued mind, which is a smart thing to do. He is regenerating a lot of this, but it's not 100% of the damage dealt. It's like 70%. So it's still chipping him down, right? I'm still doing enough damage. I'm doing mega damage with Sparky. And also, I should note, this isn't something to be proud of or anything, but I haven't boosted in I think a little while. I boosted for the Medusa boss fight, but I didn't boost. I'm not boosting for my lane when it looks like super easy. I know I might regret that coming back, but it has been letting me build up some boosts, so hopefully I can get another shot at Medusa soon. Speaking of, there was a Medusa this war. There was a Medusa boss, but we actually ended up sending somebody else to take it, because I mean it was in all fairness, it was my suggestion. I was not feeling super confident after the timeout last war. I said, you know, maybe it's not the best thing to send me. I do want some more practice, definitely. But we absolutely, I think we needed the solo to get the war win. And the guy who killed her was also using Captain. So it's just a little salt on the wound there. But it's okay. I asked, he did record it, and that was great. And basically, it went about as you'd expect. He was just a little better at using Captain than I am, and what he was doing was using the special 2 without ever having the heavy hit at all, right? So you just charge the heavy as soon as the Fury comes up. You don't wait for the first hit like I was doing. You just launch it. So there's no 2 hits for Medusa auto block, and he had the power boost on, so he was gaining power back, and he was just hitting very hard. And it was just working for him, you know. So he got that solo with quite a bit of while to spare. So a timeout like I had is kind of embarrassing, considering Captain can do this fight in like 90 seconds. So anyway, we won the war, as you can see here. We won the war. I went up to 8-0 or 8-0, so now I'm up to 44-2, having a pretty decent season considering I'm in the middle lanes. In my opinion, 4 is easier than 7-6. So, you know, I am on an easier lane. It's not that I've gotten any better. I don't think, but my lane got a little easier, and I'm not choking on it, so that's good. So, looking forward to more stuff. We're doing placement phase right now, so we'll be able to get another war video out on time. Now, just another little tidbit. This is a tidbit. This is my spreadsheet, right? So this is how I change between fights. So like when I'm on fight 1 and I'm on the node screen, I change this, and then up here the data changes, right? And then if I change it again to fight 2, you can see all the info change, right? And so that's right there. I put it to fight 2. And then I can kind of see down here, I can see who I'm facing. I can tell you who I used, and I can go back and look at stuff. I can see all this stuff. All this data is being used to pull those graphics, right, from another spreadsheet. And then I can see the whole war right here, so I can kind of know who's coming and everything. It's pretty useful. And then I do use this to look up nodes. So normally this is tied to this node right here. But if I do want to just look up a node, I can look up a node and see who I've fought on it. So anyway, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. If anybody else out there wanting to maybe use some of these strategies for making overlays, there you go. That's it. Anyway, sorry guys, rambled on a little bit longer. Take care. Oh, and I have a very cool Killmonger takedown from a guy in my alliance. I'm going to be posting that very soon as well. Okay, take care.